Hi friends, welcome back to Dinas Academy. In this lesson, we are going to talk about simple rules that we use to write sentences with correct capitalization rules in English language. So, let's get down to the topic. Before knowing the rules, let's understand what is a capitalization. Capitalization means writing a word with its first letter in uppercase while the remaining letters in lowercase. Okay, let's see the basic capitalization rules for English grammar. And the first one is capitalize the first word of a sentence. This rule is the most basic one. Always capitalize the first word of a sentence, whether it is a proper or common name. For example, the baby is crawling. The second one, where to find my book. In both the examples, we have started the sentence with the capitalization of the letter T and W. The second one, capitalized all proper names in a sentence. A proper noun is a specific name of a person, place, object, or thing. All proper nouns, even adjectives derived from a proper noun, should be written with the capital letters, regardless of where they appear in a sentence. For example, I ordered an Apple computer from Amazon. The second one, Jawaharlal Nehru, was an Indian political leader who served as the first Prime Minister of India. When we look at both the examples closely, we can notice that in the first example, Apple and Amazon are capitalized because both the words are proper nouns. In the second example, Nehru, Indian, and India are all capitalized regardless where they appear in a sentence because all these three words are proper names. Along with this, the names of the cities, towns, countries, counties, companies, religions, and political parties are also considered proper nouns and should be written with the capital letters. And if you want to know more about proper noun and kinds of noun, there's a dedicated video on our channel. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Please do watch it. So let's move on to the third rule. Capitalize titles of people. When titles such as Mr., Mrs., or Dr. Doctor are considered a part of the name, they should be capitalized. This rule is followed in a situation in which you address a person by his or her position as though it is a part of their name. For example, Mr. Ramesh is the managing director of the company, and the second one, Mrs. Ria, is the president of the organization. Okay, let's see some of the exceptions where we do not capitalize the word with occupations and titles. Do not capitalize occupations and titles when they are not used as a part of a name. For example, the newspaper's chief editor, and the second one, he was a libertarian senator. Okay, let's move on to the next one, capitalization of the first word of quotation. When the quote is a complete sentence, you should capitalize the first word of the quote. For example, James said the motorcycle slid sideways and skidded approximately 50 meters. The next one, capitalize days, months, and holidays. The names of days, months, festivals, and holidays are considered proper noun and therefore should be capitalized. For example, Tuesday was more productive than Monday. The second one, allow the 4th of July. And the third example, put that on your Christmas wish list. Let's move on to the next one. Capitalize time periods and events. Specific time periods, eras, and historical events are considered proper names and thus need to be capitalized. For example, World War One was once called the Great War, and the second example, the American Revolution took many ideas from the early civilization of Greece and Rome. The next one, do not capitalize centuries. Centuries and the numbers before them should not be capitalized. For example, during the 18th century, slave trading expanded on a global scale. Let's move on to the next one. Do not capitalize seasons. However, the name of the four seasons are not proper nouns, so should not be capitalized unless they appear as a part of a proper noun. For example, the first one, we use more sweaters in the winter season. The next one, I live near Winter Park. When we look at this both the examples closely, in the first example, The winter word is not capitalized because it is used as a common noun, whereas in the second example, it is used as a part of proper noun and hence it is capitalized. Let's move on to the next one. Capitalize countries, cities, nationalities, and languages. The names of countries, cities, nationalities, and languages are considered proper nouns and they should be capitalized. For example, my father is Irish and my mother is British. The second one, I am studying French and German and Latin and Greek. When we look at the examples closely, we have used the capitalized form for nationalities, languages, and cities. So let's move on to the next one. Capitalization of directions and regions. Capitalize north, south, east, and west when they refer to a direction or general area, or when they designate different regions or are an integral part of a proper name. For example, I live in the south of France. The next one, first go north on I-94 and then east. Alright, let's move to the next one. Always capitalized while closing a letter with a valediction. When we sign off on letters or send emails, we generally close them with valediction such as regards, best wishes, best regards, sincerely, etc. The first word in these farewell words or complimentary closes should be capitalized, just like the beginning of a sentence. That's all in this video. And if you find the content useful, please like, share and subscribe our channel to get the notification of all the latest videos. Thanks for watching.